going to do my modern doll haul. I am so excited for this video. I'm excited to see all of my stuff again, especially since for some of the dolls, especially the ones I won in the helpers room. So if you didn't see my previous videos, I won a lot of dolls in the helpers room, and I'm very excited to look at them again because a lot of them, I didn't really have much of a chance to look at them because I was very excited about a certain doll I won in the helpers room. Plus one of the dolls I got, I haven't really unboxed yet because I wanted to save that for my videos. I might still do more of a separate video on each of the dolls that I got that I have to unbox, just to make some more videos and where each doll can maybe get their own video so we can get more content out there, because a lot of these dolls are really cool. But when I got home, I was trying to see if I can find some more videos about them, but there's not that many on YouTube, so it's just a way to share the love and I can like dive into that doll more specifically. But I am so excited for this video. The convention was great and I can't wait to show you all what I got. By the way, if you're wondering too, what you can see, this isn't all that I got. I've also got some stuff behind me on the floor, and I have a few goodies from the little freebie baskets in my purse in the kitchen. I'm gonna go get those now, so stay tuned and probably grab a snack because this is gonna be a longer one. Secured the goodies in my bag. This is not the bag that like the goodies came in or anything. This is just a little bag that my mom gave me. Because she gets a lot of like little baggies and stuff she's had over the years, so she was gonna get rid of this one and I was like, no, it's cute. But I'll go and show you these goodies I picked up my last day in the helpers room. Not the helpers room, sorry, the little like donation bucket. So it's these little erasers, but for dolls they make great little desserts. So I got 2 donuts and a little piece of cake, which is super cute. And then this, I believe, is some candy or something in here, but I think it looks like a really cute little house or something for dolls. So maybe that can go in one of my dolls' rooms, or it can be used as a little Christmas decoration or something. But I don't know what this is. Maybe a little game or something, or yeah, I think it's a little game, so I'll have to look into that more. But it's very cute, and I do think it will make some very cute little accessories for dolls and stuff in a doll house. So I picked up that. So I also have a lot more little freebies I picked up. That bucket was great. I used a lot of the pieces too as just like little photo props and stuff, and I put them back and I saw several people doing the same thing. So that was a lot of fun as well. But too, I can use these in photo stories and stuff here at home. So I'm very happy about that. I don't know who to talk about first because I brought home 10 dolls from Modern Doll, not including the 4 smart dolls and my Elwin and Rufus I brought with me. So that means on the way home yesterday, we were taking 16 dolls home, which was insane considering the fact that me and my mom left the hotel approximately at 5:30, and our time for leaving was supposed to be leaving around 4 to 4:30 after the helpers drawings, but the helpers drawings got like, they just took longer. I think they started a little bit late and there were so many amazing things donated. So my mom didn't want to have to drive at dark, so we were freaking out about that. And I was freaking out on how I was going to get all my dolls home without something like happening to their face-ups or something. But I think we did good, so very thankful for that. I guess I'm going to do this by showing off the dolls I purchased first in the sales room, and then I'll work my way into the dolls I won in helpers and other stuff like that. Plus Lily and Jordan are sitting up there looking cute like they always do. Alright, so the first doll I purchased her literally as soon as the sales room opened on Thursday afternoon, which was the first one I could go into because I wasn't able to make it for the first day because of my work as well as my mom's work too. I did not work on Wednesday, but I originally thought that I was going to have to, and my mom doesn't get much vacation time outside of, she's a teacher, so outside of school break she doesn't get much vacation time, so I didn't want to make her take off like 3 days at the beginning of the school year, so 2 worked out perfect. But I got this amazing doll. So the main thing I wanted coming was I wanted to bring home a Diana Effner something by one of the artists from the Artist Guild. And when I walked through the sales room, when I first walked through, the first table I saw was the Helen Skinner table, and this is what I got. Look at her. Look at how pretty she is. I'm going to have to show some stuff too where you can actually see her face better because I know the lighting isn't the best here, but my lights are kind of dull and I don't really have a good area in my room I can record with the best light without other lights. I do need to look into like a ring light or something, but I don't know if I'm not professional yet for that. But this girl was so very pretty, and not only does she have an absolutely gorgeous painted face by the incredible Helen Skinner, but she has a gorgeous wig. Now, I didn't necessarily have a specific look in mind I wanted for a little darling, but I remember thinking it would be cute to get one that kind of looked like Lily. Not that I'm necessarily planning for this to be like Lily's child or related to her or anything, but I just love Lily because Lily looks a lot like me, and I do like to collect dolls that look like me. I also love to collect dolls that don't look like me, dolls of all different you know, like different races, different like hair colors and all of that. So, but I do really like to get girls who have the kind of that caramel brown colored hair. So I was very happy to pick up this very beautiful girl, and look at her cute little shoes, her tights, and her dress. Absolutely gorgeous, and I was so happy that she was my first purchase from the sales room. I was celebrating after being able to get my doll. It was the main thing I wanted there, and I actually got her for cheaper than I expected. I saved up, I put aside like a portion of each paycheck, pretty much from the time I found out about Modern Doll, which was almost a year ago, towards buying dolls. My goal was to bring home 2 artist dolls, and I actually brought home a lot more than that. But she was actually cheaper than I expected her to be, which was awesome. So I kind of made like a little circle around the room looking at all the amazingly beautiful dolls, and then I came across the Modern Doll table, which I'd heard that this was a great table to get dolls that were maybe offered as like you know, the dolls for like the luncheons and dinners and stuff from previous years that you weren't there or weren't able to get. And sometimes you can get really cool dolls, really cool deals on older dolls, and I did just that. So I'm gonna have to move some babies here to make sure no one falls. Sorry girls. But one of the things I really wanted to get from this convention was I wanted to take home a Meadows doll. I know it's mirrored so you can't see the best, but I wanted one of these dolls so very badly, but they are one of the more expensive dolls there. Most of the dolls there are expensive. They're more expensive than smart dolls. And as far as for me with expensive dolls, I don't see, like, especially if you're an artist, charge what you need to, because it's hard to make your own art. Stuff's expensive nowadays, and it's understandable, but that just means to me that I could get less dolls at this convention than I'd hoped, but it's totally worth it because I want to support artists, and they have to charge what they have to charge. But Meadows dolls are one of the more expensive dolls in my opinion, but that didn't stop me from wanting one and trying to get one. So I did look at their table, and there were 2 babies that I was looking at. I prefer actually the smaller Meadows dolls than the bigger ones, but I was thinking that they're both cool. And when I walked over to the MDC table, they had 2 there, 2 that I looked at on the website that were past event dolls, and there was one I really liked, and I was able to get her for what I believe was almost half price from original. And I haven't opened her up yet, so let's see who she is. Well, I know who she is, but y'all don't know who she is yet. Alright, so she's still in her little blanket that they put a lot of BJDs in, and I think this is cute because it keeps them safe, and 2, it can totally work as some bedding for them, and it's also could be perfect in photo stories for other dolls as well. There are a few more things in here I'm going to pull out. A few of the stuff they threw in as freebies for me. So this was a freebie. It's an adorable little bag right here that has a bracelet in it, and I remember thinking that I was like, this is going to work perfect as a little beach bag or something for my smart dolls, but too for my other dolls and stuff, because I did get a lot other dolls that I can make photo stories with now. But it also came with this little clip, because I'm guessing this is originally supposed to be like a bag charm for your purse, but I'm not going to be using it as that. And then this adorable little pink bracelet too right here. So we're going to put that back in our bag. Put it aside right there. And then too, we have a little picture right here of the 2 dolls I was looking at. I'm going to show them both, but I'm not going to tell you who I got. I believe one of them was a centerpiece doll, and the other one was a, like the main doll for the event. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. I'm going to have to look into it. But I was looking at her on the website. There's actually 2 dolls from Modern Dolls Past that I was looking at on the website thinking that I wanted, but I knew I really needed to save my funds, because I would rather honestly get an artist doll from an event at this Modern Doll I'm going to or in the sales room than purchase one from past years, especially now, because it would be a better experience to get them in person. Alright, so let's untie this baby. And okay, I think I'm going to let y'all see her before I see her, because I have already seen her. Alright, so you probably know which one it is by now. And she is... Am I going to have to cut that? I'll be right back. I did not expect that. Alright, so I'm going to have to be careful that I don't scratch her. There probably... Oh, there is a better way to do this. It's tied around her neck. I'm not used to unboxing BJDs, y'all. So, I'm just going to untie that there. There you go, girl. You're going to be free for what I'm guessing is the first time in years, because she looks like she's never been out of her little bag before, which is sad, but we're going to give her a home. I wonder if maybe, because I'm not thinking that this would be a centerpiece doll if she'd be tied up. So maybe both of them were like event dolls from the 2 previous years for the Meadows event. Look at how cute our little puppy is, y'all. So cute. So she does come with a little pink poodle, which I think is absolutely precious. So I guess she has a little friend already, and she also comes with an adorable little pink purse. I love, like, actually both of these dolls, because everyone except one of the dolls I got, I guess, are what you would consider an artist full set. So they've been painted by the artist and dressed by them. I'm not sure if she was painted or not, because I know that sometimes some of the event dolls aren't like painted by the artist. I'll have to look into that a little bit more to like maybe put something on the screen to best explain it. But I just love to just getting a whole outfit for them with shoes and everything. It's like how the artist envisioned them and stuff. And I'm definitely going to have to go back and find her video as well as Tada's video, who I want in the sales rooms, video on Allison's channel, so I can learn a little bit more about their characters and stuff. But she's so precious. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's take off her little protective face thingy here. And I'm glad that I didn't like unbox her, because it would have been a lot harder to... Oh my goodness, she's beautiful. So the main dolls I was hoping to get was a Little Darling or just a Diana Effner Artist Guild something kind of doll, and a Meadows doll. So I was able to take home both of them, and I got both of these girls within 30 minutes of the sales stream being open. So I was thrilled over this, like, and I got them both for what I considered a pretty good price, and a lot cheaper than I expected, because with this girl especially, I got her for pretty good percentage off since she was an older baby. But she is, I'm mesmerized by her, y'all. She's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Look at the baby. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. I love her. So I'm probably going to let what her original name was be her name, as well as the little character for her, because she is oh so perfect. I love her so very much. And look at her little puppy. Woof, woof. Alright, so I'm going to give her her little purse, but she's a lot prettier in person than I even thought she would be. I knew she was gorgeous because I've seen her pictures on the website before, and too, between the like 11 months that I decided I was going to get a modern doll and when it was, I watched, I think, what was probably 80% of all of Allison's videos she's ever put on her YouTube channel, plus all the YouTube videos on the modern doll website. So I knew about so many dolls. So this was one of the ones I always thought was the most beautiful. So, oh my goodness, I'm so very happy with her. We're gonna have to do some close-ups of all of these babies at the end, but I want to kiss her, but I guess that works and everything. So absolutely love her. So while I'm unboxing everyone else, I think my dolls need somewhere to sit and look cute. So I set up this little display for them with all my little goodies where I can see everybody so cute. I love these two so much, and Lily was even prettier than I thought, so I don't know who I like more, my Little Darling or Lily, so it's a hard decision. But I think setting everyone up like this will be a lot of fun and will make a great picture to the Facebook group. I think I'm going to show all the dolls I got first, then at the end I'll show all the accessories and outfits and stuff I got. So the next doll I got, so I actually purchased 3 of my dolls on the first day of the sales room. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to get any more after that. Also too, as you see, that is my Mimi doll up there, but that's different. So how I got Mimi, I'll talk about Mimi after this doll. So this doll here is actually another doll painted by Helen Skinner. And so when I got in the sales room, my main thing I wanted was a little darling. I also said I would settle for a little dreamer, but the main thing I wanted was a little darling. So I saw a beautiful little darling when I walked in, and I saw that it was what I felt like was a very fair price. If not, if anything, I thought was a pretty good price. So I was like, this girl is beautiful. I love her eye color. Her outfit's adorable. I'm gonna stay in line for her. But while I was standing there, I noticed that she also had some really pretty little dreamers. But I was also too, like, I knew, I could see, like, over in the distance, like, a booth that wasn't that far away also had some little dreamers, so I wanted to go look at that booth too. But I remember thinking that, like, if there was a little darling, I would want to spread out, like, my funds, so maybe I could get another doll on my second or third day. But there was this little girl I looked at, and I remembered thinking that she was very pretty. Now, she wasn't wearing this dress when I got her. This was a dress I got separately later on throughout the week. But I remember thinking that she was pretty, and there was about 6 or 7 other little dreamers there, but I remember thinking that she was the prettiest. So I went and looked at the other dolls. I got my Meadows baby. I went over to a booth that had a lot of really cool smart doll stuff and other doll accessories for amazing prices. They were going out of business, and they had about anything you can think of. They had smart doll branded stuff. They had other branded stuff. They had a lot of stuff for Connie Low dolls and just stuff for everyone. So I shopped there for a while with Bailey, and then I went over to some of the like vendors that had other dolls. So like the Anderson Art dolls. I went over to the Meadows one. I went over to Forever Virginia. I went to the I can't think of her name now, but she had the Rosie dolls, and I went over to just like every single one. Yeah, I went and looked at the Connie Low booth, but there was tons of people in line to buy them, and you can't go like too far. But I was looking at them, admiring them, and I went to a lot of the vendors that also had some really cool dolls, like secondhand and stuff. There was a vendor that had some Ella wins and everything. So right when like the sales room was about to close, I walked to this one booth. I think they were like hollering 10 minutes and stuff, and it was the same one that I got my little darling from. And I remember thinking, you know what? That's a really pretty little darling. I think she was the second to last one left. And I remembered asking stuff, and I asked her if she would take her for a little bit cheaper, and she said that she would. And I said, you know what? My girl needs a baby sister. So then this little girl came home with me. So she just came with like a little underwear set and stuff, but she didn't have any clothes. So I remember that on the way out, I told my friend Melanie about her, and she said that our goal for tomorrow would be to find her some outfits. So that wraps up the first day of my sales room experience. After that, it was time for mine and Bailey's social event we did together. We signed up for it together so we could do together, which was Allison Hernandez Playline social event. So the like country that we're going to be visiting this time around is South Korea. They pick a different country each year, and the doll that we were going to be finding out about is Mimi. So they had 4 Mimi dolls for us to pick from, and our names were called so we could come up to the table and pick the one we wanted. Me and Bailey both wanted the same one, and I'm glad that we were able to get them. I think we were towards the middle when our names were called, and it was a very, very good social. So we did have one hiccup though. So you had to have your tickets to get into the social, but with me just checking in not long ago and stuff, I accidentally left my tickets upstairs, and Bailey did the same thing. So we found this out like literally when the event was starting, and the elevators were really backed up at that time. There were a lot of people at the hotel. A good many people there for the convention, but also a lot of people just checking in for like the city of Savannah and maybe some other convention somewhere else or something. So Bailey tried to go up the elevator, but she couldn't. So she was an amazing friend and ran up 10 flights of stairs to go up and get our tickets for us. And I'm telling you, my hero, thank you, because I could not have done that. So thank you so much. So we didn't miss and we're late for our Playline social event. So thank you so much. But we got to eat really good ice cream too while we learned about Mimi. I got vegan vanilla. I'm not vegan, but it was only vanilla they had. And I've had vegan vanilla before and I didn't like it too much. But this was the best, like, vanilla ice cream I'd really had in a very long time. So it was so very good. And then Bailey got strawberry, which she she really enjoyed. But it was a lot of fun at the event. It was great to meet Allison, and while we were there, I got her to sign my bag. We got a selfie with her, and then Allison asked if she could get a picture with us too, which was really cool. We also were on the elevator with her one of our first times going down, and we said hey and stuff, and she asked if one of us was Katie from Katie and Her Dolls, and I was like, oh my goodness. Now, it's not that like Allison knew of me. She just like saw me posting in the Facebook group, and I also sent her a message before the convention asking questions, so that was the only reason why she knew me. But I was like, oh my goodness, that's so cool, you know. But thank you, Allison. It was great meeting you, and I had a wonderful time at your Playline social. That was it for dolls that I purchased on the first day. After that, me and Bailey went down for dinner. We went to the restaurant in the hotel, which was very good. I got duck, and she got some type of pasta that was very, very good. And we took our smart dolls out with us, which was a whole lot of fun. Now, I didn't take Lily, but I low-key wish I did, because I wish we would have got more pictures of Lily and Jewel, but I think we might have a little girls trip or something planned out. So maybe, yes, I really, really hope we can do that. So I think it's going to be possible that we can get some more pictures of Lily and Jewel too, as well as some pictures of some other dolls we got at this convention together that really need a photo shoot together. But we had dinner together, which was a lot of fun. And then I went up to my room to hopefully do my breathing treatment, but I found out that I left my nebulizer at home, which was awesome considering the fact that the air quality was not the best down there, so that was not fun, but I was okay. And then we went down, I went down to the hospitality room, and I hung out down there with Bailey for a little bit, and we chatted with some friends, and we were like, that was like right at the end of the Diana Effner event, so we got to see some people who got the new Diana Effner dolls. I was actually on the elevator with people who were taking like 5 of them up to their room and stuff, which was cool. And then we went to the Smart Doll meetup, which was an absolute blast. I'm going to make a separate video about the Smart Doll meetup as well. It's probably, I've already showed a lot of clips and stuff on my like day 1 for me, but day 2 of the convention vlog. But I just really want to talk about that and Smart Doll meetups and stuff, so I'll do that in another one. But that was an absolute blast. It was so much fun to meet the shop Kit and Cat. That's not their name. That's not their real names. That's the name of their smart dolls. But it was a blast to meet y'all and to meet so many smart doll people. Lily had a lot of fun, as well as the rest of my smart dolls, and it was a great way to end out my first night. Things are continuing to look cuter over here. I love all these dolls so much, and I've only shown like less than half so far. Okay, so I just realized I didn't come home with 10 new dolls from Modern Doll. I came home with 9. I don't know why I thought I got 10. That's honestly kind of weird. I don't know how I miscounted that, but you know, it's fine. So on the second day of the sales room, I didn't purchase any dolls. I did look really heavily though at the Anderson art dolls, and I was absolutely obsessed with this little doll that you see here. I thought they were so beautiful, and I've been very, very impressed by all the dolls I saw, especially by the Meadows, the Connie Lowe's, and of course the like Little Dreamer and the Little Darling dolls. But one doll that I always thought was very cool, and I did sign up for the lunch, but I never necessarily saw myself owning one, at least not now, was the Anderson art dolls. But I was obsessed with these. I thought they were so very pretty, and I did consider getting one, but I remember thinking that it was a little bit over like the budget I set for myself at the doll show, and I just kept going back and forth. But I decided to leave the sales room empty-handed, and I let myself think about it. But by the end of like Friday night, I had really decided that, you know what, if I could pay for this doll with PayPal or through my credit card, I would be willing to do it, because I go to these things for the experience, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. The only reason I was really able to go to this one this year is because it's in Georgia. I've never flown before. I'm not necessarily against it, but I am on the autism spectrum, and these shows are normally just around like the beginning of the school year or the end of the school year, like the summer for me. So that makes it hard to get to these, but I got lucky this time around, and I was like, this is what I really want. So if I can get this doll with, you know, like electronic payment, not cash, I will definitely be willing to do it. And I talked to the artist, and she was fine with that. So I was so happy, and I picked out the girl that I wanted so bad, and I have her right here with me. All right, so I'm excited to see her again. I did have her sitting up there on my dresser earlier, but if you didn't really see her, you get to see her again right now. So this girl was the one that I was looking at, of course. She is so very pretty, and I thought it was very cool that she came with a certificate of authenticity, so you can see it right there, and her name is Poppy Pixie 10-inch Mini. Oh, I thought that was her. I thought for some reason her name was Mimi. I read Minnie as Mimi, so I might name her Poppy. I'm not really sure. I also thought about naming her something that started with an A since she's an Anderson art doll. Maybe something like Addison. So I'm actually going to maybe message the group chat because I saw that she is number 60 out of 70 and see if maybe she already has a name. But if not, I will probably name her Addison. But look at how pretty she is, y'all. I love her little outfit so much and her little shoes and everything. I really did want to get a another doll that was like actually like painted by the artist, not like an event doll and stuff. Although they are just as cool and special. But I was really happy to get her, and I honestly think she was one of the prettiest dolls in the whole sales room. I was also thinking that it would be fun to have her friends so they could rock on their little friendship rocker together, but I didn't get her a friend, but I have a friend who got a friend who I'm pretty sure is going to be her friend, so it worked out perfect. But I was so incredibly happy with this baby. I carried her around with me for the rest of the day. I took her to the Anderson Art Doll luncheon with me, which was great. We had the most delicious steak Caesar salad as our main meal, and it was delicious, as well as squash soup with pumpkin seeds for our appetizer and raspberry cheesecake for dessert. It was great, and I really loved watching the presentation. It's actually on the Anderson Art Doll YouTube channel. I already rewatched it today, and I'm going to show it to my mom later because I told her about the story because I thought it was super cute. So, if you're watching this, Anderson Art Doll team, I love her, and it was great meeting you. But there she is. She also came with these two adorable stickers. Look at how cute that doll is. She's very pretty, and I don't know, I'll have to look into it, but I want to think that I was told that you can also purchase these dolls online when they are released. So I'm going to have to look into that to maybe see about one day getting her a friend. But here's her certificate there, and I absolutely love this girl. That wraps up everything I got, all the dolls I got in the sales room. I'm going to show all the clothing and stuff at the end. I'm probably just going to like lay it all out on the floor because I want to make like getting each doll out and talking about that more personal for the dolls. But I think for the clothing and accessories, although I did get some incredible stuff, especially some stuff that was sewed by some very talented seamstress, I want to just show the dolls like this. So this wraps up the sales room part, and now we're going to talk about the helpers room part. So I already got the $50 helper ticket when you signed up online, where I believe you either got a little bit of a discount or a few extra tickets when you did that, and I was going to be happy with that. But then when I got in the helpers room and I saw that there was an incredibly insane amount of stuff donated, and I also saw that a certain Grail doll of mine was donated, I was like, you know what? This was before I thought I was going to get the Anderson Art doll. I was like, you know what? This is a once in a lifetime experience. There's some amazing things here, and I should just go ahead and get some more tickets to greaten my chances because there are some incredible dolls up for sale. If you just win, honestly, one doll, it already way surpasses the amount that you spent on these tickets, even if you just really win a few outfits or something as well. So I purchased another thing of the $50 tickets, which gave you something insane, like over 100 raffle tickets. And I like put on my raffle tickets, and this took me like over 30 minutes because I went through looking at all the incredible prizes, and I was like, I felt pretty good about it, so I didn't think anything about it. So the last day, my friend Bailey, she actually purchased some helper tickets too. She originally didn't think she was, but after she saw some of the dolls, she decided she too would play her luck. So we entered in our raffle tickets, and when the raffle started, I actually was a little stressed the last day because me and my mom had to check out at 3 because we had to leave that day, and I also realized that I had to literally run up. I had to go up the stairs too because the elevator situation was terrible. Because a lot of the elevators broke. This isn't anything that's the hotel's fault or anything. Like, I had a wonderful experience, but it was really difficult to get an elevator because they had 3 elevators and 2 of them were broken, and we had so many people trying to get up and down. We had people with dolls trying to cram in and stuff. So I took the stairs, helped my mom pack everything up. They couldn't get a luggage cart ticket to the car yet, so we had to, thankfully my friend Melanie lived, her little hotel room was just a few away from ours, so really thankfully we were able to put a lot of our stuff in Melanie's room, all of it actually. Thank you so much again if you're watching this. And that was what we had to do. So then I had to get back down to the helper's room really quick, and my mom wanted to leave by 4:30, but we didn't get to because the drawing went on longer, which is fine. There was a lot of stuff. Understandable. I would rather it go on longer than not auction everything off, not give out all the tickets and stuff, of course. But I was a little bit stressed during this, and when it first started, I won one thing already. Within the first few minutes, I won this really cool little house, which I believe was originally a Hallmark decoration or something of a little doll house, but I thought it would be really cute in one of my dolls' diorama rooms, like Lily or something, so I was very happy to win this. But honestly, then after that, I didn't win anything for a long time. There were a lot of dolls, so I put a lot of tickets in that I didn't win, and I started to feel anxious. I was like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't have spent more money on tickets, you know. But then I was still a little anxious after this, but I did end up winning some really pretty dresses for my little darling. So I got this Valentine's dress that I was really looking at, so I was quite happy with that, but I still wanted to win something else. There was another dress in it as well. Let me grab it here. I do like this one, and it's very pretty, but I'm not as impressed. Like with this is precious, and this is cute too, but I feel like it's a little, it's very princessy, and I would have loved to dress them up at the convention in this, but I don't really know where else I could take them that would be fancy. But maybe if I do like a little princess thing or something. But this is a little princess dress. The tag in it has a little mermaid on it, so I'm gonna have to look and see. I don't know if this was just like fabric that somebody made and that was like a tag in it, or if it like came on an Ariel doll or something. But it's also very pretty. But I was very impressed with this dress. They are both very beautiful. So I was just kind of like sitting there like, I don't know, I'm kind of ish regretting getting more tickets, but at the same time I'm not, because like I said, I don't know when I'll get to ever come back to a big convention. So I was happy I did it, but I was getting nervous. And around that time too, I was so very happy because my friend Bailey was able to get a doll she really wanted, and like she was like, oh, that's me, and she was happy. But like I just started cheering and stuff for her. Like I was so very happy for her. And then they took a little break, and quickly after that my girl doll came up. And I was like, oh my goodness, please. Like, I was seriously, I was praying. I was like, can I please win this? I would really love this. And I'm looking at my tickets, and they read it off, and the first two numbers were right. Then the second two, and I remember I was sitting there going like, we're getting close, you know, because I had 5 raffle tickets in this number. So I was like, I'm getting close. And when they called out mine, I was like, that's mine. I go, that's me. I literally start jumping up and cheering. Like, I was so happy. And they walked over there to me with my Grail doll, a doll that I wanted so bad. This was one of the main dolls I remember thinking that I would get if they had her there. And here she is. She is Tata, who is one of the event dolls in the past from Meadow's dolls. There's so many doll names. They're all running together. But I was so very happy, and I honestly like this little wig that she came with more than her original wig. And she also came with the little glasses case she can go into, because one thing interesting about these dolls is that you can store them in glasses cases because they are so small, which is very cool to me. So here we have her little card that she came with. Look at how precious that is. So I was over the moon with this. I think some people honestly probably thought that I won like a really big doll, but this doll, I honestly thought too that she is on the, why I didn't order her is because, other than the fact that I want to save my money, is that she was on the pricier side, but I did really like her. So I'm thrilled to death with her, y'all. Like literally when her number came up, my stomach dropped. I was so nervous, but I was so very happy to be able to add her to my collection. And I did see that she was donated by an individual, so thank you. This baby has made me so happy. And the rest of the things I got in the helper's room is in this box right here. And I'm going to go and tell you, it's a lot of really, really cool dolls because I got incredibly lucky. All right, so I also put a lot of tickets in a lot of BJDs. I also put quite a good mini into a Rosie Dolls box, but I did not, fortunately, I did not get her. But what I did put a lot more tickets into as well was some Birding Pretty dolls. There was several of them, and I don't have any, and I honestly don't know that much about those dolls, but always thought they were cool, and I've heard a lot about them on several different YouTube channels. So I put, but I guess it's probably maybe about 10, probably 10 to 15 tickets for each set of 2 Birding Pretty dolls, and I got very lucky and I won one of those sets. So let me okay, here's one of them. So this was the first one that the first one of the 2. So this is a Birding Pretty girl, and she has a little red wig on. So like I said, I know very little about them. I tried to look up some pictures of them on images last night, and I saw several different things. So I need to look into the skull and stuff, but they're really cute, tiny, small little dolls. And I think it's super cool too that I got 2 of them because I love to take pictures of my dolls, they're interacting and stuff like that. So that was perfect for me. And she comes with a stand too, which is just incredible in my opinion, especially. But look at how pretty she is. And they came dressed because not a lot, but some of the dolls didn't come with anything on. But she's very cute, and I love her little outfit. I think I prefer the outfit and hair of this one more, but I think I prefer the face up of the other one a little bit better. But she's very, very cute. All right, girl, you're gonna excuse me. You're gonna sit on my backpack out of screen while I'm doing the rest. I just don't want to, oops. And they too came with these really cool little things to wrap them in. I know these just keep the dolls safe, but I also think they make really cute little blankets or something, and they're also great for transporting dolls in the future. So the next girl here came in this really cute little outfit. She doesn't come with shoes, but she has these little strings wrapped around her feet. I don't know what exactly that's called. I'm sure it has some type of something to do with it, but I don't know what. But she's also very, very cute, and her little hat is precious. It's got little googly eyes on it, but I'm going to just remove that from her head there, and I'm going to pull her. Are these guys rooted or wigged? They're wigged. I think her wig might have got messed up a little bit, but she has freckles, which is very cute. But she's also very, very precious. So they were number 277. So I guess that means there was a lot of stuff donated, over 300. I need to ask somebody if they know how many things were donated to the helpers room. But again, thank you so much to whoever donated these babies. They are so very cool, and I was so happy to win them because like I said, if I would have just won Tada, I don't know how to pronounce her name, alone, I would have walked away from the sales room overjoyed, over lucky and over blessed. But considering the fact that I got those outfits for Dollhouse and these Birding Pretty dolls too, I was like, I've made it. I am so happy. And then I was even happier when they called my name again. So this is the last doll that I won and the last doll I have from my haul. And I don't know who donated this or whatever. I do believe it was also donated by another person. But supposedly she is a event doll or something from Modern Doll in 2015. So y'all are gonna have to help me out with this. If you know who this baby is, let me know. It says, I don't know if I should read the name or not on it, but it says BJD Resin UFDC Abigail, and it said from 2015 on her paperwork somewhere. But she's very cute. There she is. And she also came with some extra outfits too. I feel like she especially, the video isn't doing her justice. Honestly, it's not for a lot of these dolls. Does her legs bend? I'm just really trying to learn a lot of the mechanics of these dolls too, because I played with the Birding Pretty dolls, but honestly, after I won those, I was just in such dopamine high, just woo, that I couldn't even really process too much winning her. But I think she's very cute. She's just a little girl. Look at her little wig, y'all. So she also came with a certificate of authenticity, and it says that her name is Abigail. So we will be keeping that name for her. But it says, Abigail, this limited edition 10-inch BJD was made exclusively for Modern Doll Collectors Convention 2015. She was hand sculpted by award-winning artist Pat Moulton. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm awful at reading, y'all. Abigail is made of the highest quality resin from head to toe. She is handmade in America, which is very, very cool. Very much support creating dolls in your home country. Nothing wrong. I have no issues with people making dolls overseas, buying dolls overseas, nothing like that. But I do think it's very cool when people can handcraft things in their own country. And for me, that's in America. So I think that's very cool, especially when artists can do that where they live. So she is a very beautiful little girl. I love her little red dress so very much. And she also came with a little hat somewhere. Alright, babe, no birding crudy doll, don't fall. I'm just trying to like set these guys up, and I am going to set them with the rest of my dolls in a minute for a little group shot for the Facebook group, but I don't want to have to move now because this box is in the way. Alright, so she comes with, ooh, an extra little outfit! Oh, look at the little America dress. That's so cute. I love also, too, I love to decorate and dress up my dolls for holidays, so this is going to be perfect for the 4th of July. I forgot that she came with that. And then here is her precious little hat as well, which is red. So I wonder if this little girl's favorite color is red. I don't think Allison started going until 2017, but someone who knows about Modern Doll in the past, tell me about this baby. I'm also going to have to look up Pat as well and see more about her art. So she also comes with a mini paper doll set by Pat Moulton, 2015 Modern Doll, based on the Abigail doll by Pat Moulton's original paper doll designed by Diana E. Vining. Love her. So this is really cute. Alright, you can see that. And I have to look in and see if there's a way I can find out maybe who, like, donated these dolls or something. I'm hoping that Allison filmed the helper's room so I can see that. I did take a good many pictures, but I'm not sure if she was in it or not. I honestly think I put, like, 2 tickets in for her because I thought she was cute, but there was others I was putting in tickets for more, but I guess I got really lucky with her. Alright, so here everybody is. I'm still over the moon with everything. I'm not going to be able to even process how amazing of a time I had and how many just incredibly dolls I was able to take home, especially my main one I'm super excited about. I didn't even have to pay for, other than my lottery tickets and these girls here. So I can say I got my money's worth by 150 gazillion %, even just the experience alone. If I could have just won this baby, I had so much fun, and it also, too, was just so incredibly cool and special to see everyone else who was so excited. I sat next to an incredible group of women I had so much fun with, and they were so excited with all of their wins, and just seeing so many people win their girl dolls was just absolutely amazing, and just such a fun experience in itself. So participate in this stuff, y'all. I believe all the proceeds of this went to help Modern Doll in the future and put on the show, which I love this, so of course I had to support that. And if it means I can get some really cool babies along the way, it makes it even cooler. So incredibly blessed, y'all. So incredibly blessed and so happy. Here I have my first clothing and accessory bag. So I actually got the most stuff from this vendor because they are going out of business. They're selling out, and I thought it would be super cool to get a lot of stuff from them because she had a lot of her stuff marked down. Most things were between 50 to 25% off, and she sometimes had some things that were just $1 or $5, and I definitely wanted to stack up on some really cool stuff. So I'm actually going to push through these things and try to show them in the order I got them, which might be kind of weird for y'all, but for me it makes sense. That's the order I got the stuff in. So the first thing I got were these light pink Smart Doll shoes. So these sneakers actually work for multiple dolls, but they do work very good for Smart Dolls. I've been wanting some of these for a while, and I think they'd be super cute, especially for Lily because she likes pink like me, and it's perfect for her. They also had the dark pink version And I believe that these were like $5 a piece or something. And these shoes, normally you see them on places like SD and stuff for closer to 20 to 10, 20, sometimes $10. But I thought that was a really good deal, and I've been wanting to get some of these. Next, I picked up some sunglasses, which were just $1, I believe. They're very, very cute, and I thought they would be fun. I'm not sure who they fit, Smart Doll or some other doll, but I'm sure that I'll have someone I can make these fit. Next, I picked up this adorable sweater here for just a few dollars. I want to think it's a Connie, like a sweater that goes on Connie Low dolls, but I'm not sure. I have a feeling I could probably make it fit Smart Dolls, and I do see a tag in here somewhere. I'm just saying that because I've seen it on Connie Low dolls before. Doll clothes store. I'll show that where you can see what it says. But y'all, maybe have to look into that because this is a super cute Christmas sweater. Alright, so next I picked up this little outfit here. So I'd already purchased my Meadow doll, and I was told that this would fit her. I believe she's called a dumpling, but I'm not sure. You know, I had to get it because there's a cow on it. I'm the biggest sucker for farm-themed doll stuff, as you can probably tell if you follow me, because I live on a farm and take my smart dolls to the farm all the time, which is a little risky, but a lot of fun. I'm not going to be doing that with these artist dolls, though, so don't worry. But I thought that would be really cute for her. I hope it fits her. I haven't tried it on her yet. I also picked up these pants here, and I'm not sure if these were 50. I'm pretty sure these were 50% off, and pretty much none of the price tags you see are correct. I did not pay anywhere near that for these, and I was told that they should fit my Smart Dolls, and I think they look amazing. They are originally Volks. And I think that was all I picked up from that store the first day, other than these little bracelets and stuff. I don't know what that's supposed to say, but regardless, it's very cute. And then my second day at the booth, I went back and I had to snag some more stuff. I got this hoping that it would fit my little dreamer, but unfortunately it did not. But maybe it will fit one of the dolls I won. I also picked up this pink sweater because I'm hoping I can make it work for Elowen, or at least one of my dolls. I got these, oh, sorry, this is from a different store. Forget I even showed you that. Alright, I got these black boots for $1. I don't know who they'll fit or if they'll fit anyone, but maybe Elowen, but they were just $1, so worst case scenario, I'm sure I can find someone that will fit. And this was the most expensive thing I got from this booth. These are Connie Low shoes right here, and they, I'm wanting to get some boots for my Smart Dolls, more my Smart Doll boys than the girls, and I asked the lady selling them if she thought they would fit Smart Dolls, and she said she wasn't sure, but she would vote no. And I asked her about this on the first day, and by the time of the second day, I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? They're probably about the cheapest you're ever going to get boots. I mean, doll boots are never going to be cheap, but I was like, you know what? I have a feeling they will. My Smart Doll boys' feet are bigger, and absolute worst case scenario, I can either sell them or give them to someone who collects Connie Low dolls. I purchased them, and they fit. They are a little big, but you could totally make it work, and I'm very happy with that. And I will go ahead and show this. These are jeans that will fit. I got from another vendor. These will fit my little darling doll, and I'm excited about that because I did get her a t-shirt. And I did forget about this. So this is a little Christmas set that I got for my little dreamer. It should, not my little dreamer, my little darling. I was hoping it would fit my little dreamer, and it does, but it's too big on her. But you can make this shirt work as like a gown or something, but it's this adorable Christmas shirt, a cute little skirt that matches, a scarf, and a little Christmas hat. Next bag! So I got this stuff from this shop here. So this shop was selling a lot of Little Dreamer and Little Darling stuff, so of course that was right up my alley. They did have Little Dreamers and Little Darlings at that booth as well. I was looking at them and they were more expensive than the Helen Skinner ones. There was one with blonde hair I really, really liked, but I had already spent my Diana Effner money, my Diana Effner doll money for this trip, but there were definitely some ones that caught my eye. So they had multiple wigs, and I really wanted to get some for my girls. This one is a Little Darling wig. Now, I'm probably not going to be changing my Little Darling's hair because I love the wig she has a little too much for that, but I did really, really like this, and I'm sure I'll use it sometime. And next I got this wig here that I will probably be putting on my little dreamer because it's just too cute, and I think this will probably match the personality I kind of have in mind for her a little better. I got a stand for each because I will need that since I plan to display these dolls, because I already have in mind an idea for maybe a modern doll shelf. And then the main purchase I got from this shop that I was obsessed with is this modern doll t-shirt, one for my little darling and one for my little dreamer. And something I'm also very excited about is I believe these will fit my other dolls, including Ella, since she got to go with Rufus and my smart dolls to the convention. I think it'd be really cute to take her take a picture of her wearing one of these shirts. Booth also throwed in these really cute little candy, little hair clips in a little candy container. They had several of them left, and I was walking by like right when the sales room was about to close, and they were like, "Here, do you want these?" And I was like, "Sure." And they just put several in my bag like it was Halloween or something. So I will have lots of hair clips to make cute little hairstyles for my dolls now. And if you know me and you want one of these, let me know because I have plenty of them now. I want to share the dolly love. I got this dress for one of my smart dolls. They had one of the vendors had a little bucket of dresses for $5 that would fit different dolls. I don't know if I can make this fit my smart dolls, but I am hopeful. Here I have my final purchase from the sales room. So I went back to the Helen Skinner table and I was thinking that I really needed to get a new dress for my little darling, since at this time she only had one other outfit and I wanted her to have something cute and like frilly and stuff. I saw this dress here and I asked her how much she wanted for it. It had a price on it, but I just asked, you know how you do. And she told me just to take it as like the sales room is ending. I did do a lot of supporting of her booth and stuff, so I'm guessing maybe that's why. And I told her that like I had a little bit of money left and I was wanting to get more outfits for my little darling, and she said, okay, show me that I could pick 2 more. So essentially I got 3 for the price of 1, and I picked these gorgeous dresses here. Look at how pretty. Look how pretty those are. And the crazy thing too is I believe they come with bloomers and a little purse for each, which is just too precious. And even the price of one of these is amazing to be hand sewn. Like, wow, these are so gorgeous. And the fact that I got 3 is amazing. So my girl, my little darling, will definitely have some beautiful outfits to wear for the next while. As y'all know, my little dreamer came in just her underwear, and of course I had to get her something to wear other than just that little t-shirt. And I was walking around looking at all the fashions and stuff, and I came to a table I looked at before, ran by a very sweet woman named Edith, and I asked her about her dresses and if any of them would fit little dreamers. So she let me actually try them on my doll, and I fell in love with this beautiful dress. My friend Melanie was also helping me, and I also purchased this dress for her as well. All the dresses at Edith's table were absolutely beautiful. Honestly, there were so many beautiful clothes by everyone at all the booths, but I think hers might have been my favorite, especially for my little dreamer. So I love these, and I also have her phone number. So if you're watching this, Edith, I will be texting you back soon. I've been busy since I got home, but I am very excited to chat with you, and we can definitely do our little monthly text and stuff, or maybe even more often than that. I love chatting with doll friends. Modern Doll also gave us some incredible goodie bags. One of the main things being this bag itself. It's incredible, and I'm gonna have to use it to carry some dolls around at some point. It also snaps, which is great. But they always throw in tons and tons of goodies, and I've really enjoyed a lot of this stuff. I mean, I say enjoyed like I used it, but I've hardly had time to even look at it. I didn't even know some of this stuff was in here until I went through it for the first time tonight. I couldn't really go through it when I first got it because since I checked in late and I didn't get there until Thursday, I was honestly just running around for the first while trying to figure everything out. So some of these might not have originally been in there. I did see this, which was kind of sad because if I would have seen it, I would have been more persuaded to get one of the adorable kitties there. One thing I really do want though from the Mushroom Peddler is a calico kitty. If they would have had one of those, I would have considered getting one. But they didn't, which is fine. But maybe I'll get a chance to get a calico kitty some other time from them. But these I don't believe were in there. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. But some of these little cards from Kit and Kat, I don't think they had but one. And the rest I think I picked up at the meetup. But I love their shop so much. It was so much fun chatting with them. And that Smart Doll group, that Smart Doll meetup was amazing. We got a few little brochures and stuff about Savannah. And although my trip's over, I would love to go back someday. So I will be keeping them and reading them. We also got this one here, which was also very cool. We didn't make it to Tybee Island, but I would love to go one day. Here's the other card from Kit and Kat. And multiple goodies in here. So I have these precious little shoes, which you already saw, but I'll show it again. I love this little booklet. And this is a doll that I really want. I loved Annette Herman's dolls. I couldn't think of her name earlier, but I talked to her and she's gonna let me do a layaway, so I am very excited about that. So I will be messaging you sometime soon. I got some different cards from some different vendors. I'll let you see. I know for a fact I spoke to every single vendor, and everyone who I believe is an artist I got to sign my bag for me, and thank y'all so much for doing that. We got some little stars, 2 little troll dolls, which were very fun. They're definitely going in Lily's room with her toy collection. A little hedgehog. These make such cute doll props. Of course, you know, I have to have a hairbrush. They're awesome for dolls. We got some fruit snacks, a card from the very sweet Edith I was talking about earlier, and I might need to get her to make my dolls some more clothes, because my little dreamer especially doesn't have too much, and I know she'll make some beautiful stuff. We got an Alice in Wonderland bookmark, an amazing little sewing kit by Diana Effner's little doll group by this is from the studiodollpro.com, and they're really awesome. Love sewing kits, and I do want to get into hand sewing a little bit more. More little stars. I'm not sure if it's the same ones or not. Here is Annette's card, and I will be using that to contact her later. I've got the Mushroom Peddler card here. And I also just have like a few random things in there. I'm not sure if this was part of the thing or not, or if this was just a freebie I picked up that was left over from the Celebration. I'm not sure, but I'll show it. There's this really cool little free gift from that group there, that person there. I'm not sure if they're a group or a person, but that's very cool. Ignore those scissors there. I got this right here, talking about, I'm not sure what that is, but I think they make doll clothes or something. And it says that find us at Anderson Art Dolls. At Anderson Art Dolls, so I have to look into that. And I think that's a little charm bracelet. I'm not sure. Or a keychain, but I think you could probably use it as a charm bracelet for dolls. This beautiful print of some Anna Salvador dolls. And I'll show that there if you want to message them. Beautiful. I love doll prints so much. We have an ad right here. Very pretty. We have a little that little game there, perfect for dolls or for humans. I've seen both using it. We have a little key, and it's from the Anderson Art Dolls. Love it. This was the event doll that I so much wish I could have got so much. And we also have a little, I think that's a necklace, which is also very cool. We got some lotion, which is awesome. Never know when you're going to need it. I'm going to wear that tonight before I go to bed because I love lotion. We got a little cupcake here, which is a cute little toy for your dolls. Lily will have to enjoy this later. And we also have this little meme here. We got a Kit and Kat sticker. This pin, which I believe was in the bag. Very true. This was not in the bag. This was just a little baby I got when I got my helper tickets. And then we got a little book for our dolls right there. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. Welcome to MDC 2025. And that little guy there, he wasn't part of it either. That's something Bailey gave me. Then we also got a positive taco. We got a another Kit and Kat card I believe I picked up from the event. And we have a little dino eraser there. And then here, I'll go ahead and show this, but this is what Bailey gave me. And it's a little action figure for Jordan since he got to go along and he didn't get to get any dolls. Bailey's so sweet. I love it that she got stuff for my characters. That really means the world to me. Finally, I have a few gifts from friends to show people. The first thing I'm going to show is actually a doll, oops, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. This is a little pin that my friend Melanie gave me. Very, very cute. I believe it was from the Kit and Kat table, and I really do love these pins. I mean, ask me about my doll collection. I need to wear this sometime where I think doll collectors might be. And Melanie also gave me this little bag that she picked up at UFDC, and very, very cool. I would love to meet Rachel someday. I'm still jealous that she did, but there's some really, really cool little goodies in here. Very, very glad that she got to go. I really hope that one day I can make it to UFDC or another show one day. And there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. So there's a super cool little doll right there. I have to get her out, but I'm going to share everything else first. We've got a sticker. I believe that's Paul. Yes, that is Paul. And then we have that doll cost how much? Love that there. A little sticker. I think this is Savannah, so I'm not sure if all of this stuff was actually from the show, and I think she might have thrown that in, but I'm not sure. And then ball jointed dolls. Okay, so I meant to give this to Bailey because Melanie told me to pick one and give the other to Bailey, but I actually forgot about this. So Bailey, next time I see you, I owe you a pin from Melanie. I'm sorry. And we've got a little drink there and several little flowers. I'll pick those up. Plus one of these flowers. Look at that. That's so cool. And I think she's a little chain too. Very cute. The bag itself too is something I love because it's got all of our favorite VDC people on there. We've got, I believe, Rachel there on the piano. We've got Christopher playing the piano. I know this is Paul, and I'm gonna guess this is Diana Vining. So very, very cute. I love this, and thank you so much, Melanie. This is the gift Bailey gave me, and I would go through it again, but I really don't want this video to be like 40 minutes, but hey, if it is, thank you for watching it. I'm very thankful for all of y'all, but this was a super sweet gift, and if you want to see what's inside it, go watch my first modern doll video. I also picked up some incredible stuff from the freebie table. You already saw a few things from those little desserts I showed at the beginning of my video, but I also picked up another bag. These actually were the little free gifts that came with the little like extras that included in the social from the Playline social. Very cool. They have candy inside, but I'm excited to use these as little like accessories for my 1/4 scale dolls. I got some super cute bird seed here. A cute little boba tea that I think maybe Elwin would enjoy. My favorite thing, and I was obsessed over this, is this Robert Tonner keychain. We know I am obsessed with Robert Tonner's dolls, and I would really, really love to meet him one day. This is not an actual Alice in Wonderland book, but it actually is this book instead. It's been recovered just for decorations, and the main reason I picked this up is to use it as a prop in the back of my photos for this con and for maybe some of my dolls if I ever dress them up as Alice. But I thought it was cool, and for free, I mean, I had to pick one up. And something else super, super cool I got was these were leftovers from the celebration, and I signed up for the celebration, but I lost track of time and missed it, sadly, but that's okay. Me and my mom went out and got some very, very good lunch instead, and I spent an amazing time with her, so it's okay. But one of these Melanie brought for me, and the other one I got out of the freebie thing. Somebody told me that they had plenty and that I should really take some, so I said okay. But I'm excited to go through these, and I think they're going to be crafts, and I love doing crafts with my dolls, so I think it will be a lot of fun. This is a Momeka's Papes and Dolls pin. I actually already have one of these, but Allison actually signed the back of these for both me and my friend Bailey, which was very super cool, so thank you, Allison. I very much love this. And then here are some of the little extras that also came with my Anderson Art Doll Mill. So we have a little, kind of reminds me of a church bulletin, but it's not. It's just like a little program about the little movie we watched about Celeste and Luna here, so I'll let you read it. But it was a very, very good movie. I loved it so very much, and I also had a great time at the luncheon. Here is a little magnet we've got of Cecile and Luna, and this was on the table. I don't know what it was, but let me know. I'm sure it's something simple I'm just not thinking of, and I kind of feel dumb for that. Here's our program for the Mimi event right here. I'll open it to show you. I love these so very much. We also got another little luggage thingy with candy and a little Japanese flag, but I've misplaced that somewhere, so hopefully I find it soon. But worst case scenario, at least I have one of the little boxes, but still I want to find the rest of it. I picked up these doll bracelets from Kit and Kat's shop. I really wanted to get one of the earring kits, but they actually sold out right as I walked up there, but that's okay. I can get some from them at some other point, but I wanted to get something from them since I met them in person, and I decided to get this, plus the pin that Lily's been wearing. I'll show right after I show this, but they're super cute bracelets, and I'm excited to try them on my dolls. I've also been told they're rings, so they would probably fit me too. Y'all already know I'm obsessed with that pin. Lily knows it too. So I think that's everything from my haul, but now I've got to clean everything up because I've got to go to bed soon and tomorrow's my first day of school. Why did I pull all this stuff out now instead of filming it earlier?